All right, everybody. Good afternoon. It's another Thursday with us here at EasyFX Academy, and this session is our weekly live session, stroke Q&A session. All right, so let me just quickly share the link once more. All right, so welcome to today's session with us at EasyFX Academy. We're going shortly into everything that we have set for today. All right, but I'll just um relax a bit, or I'll just advise, and I'll just solicit that we just wait a bit more, all right, to just allow for some of our guys to come in, all right, and then we can just look at some of the stuff that we have for today. All right, so just sit back and relax. This is 1 minute past 2, so let's say by 5 minutes past 2 we will be starting fully. All right, so just in the next 4 minutes we'll be kicking off. All right, so welcome if you're just joining us. As I said earlier, we're just going to be taking up a little bit of time, all right, just to allow some people to join us, or some of our guys to still join us. All right, this is 2:03, so right, exactly 5 minutes past 2. That's the next 2 minutes we'll be kicking off fully. All right, so just sit back and relax till then. All right, so it is exactly 5 minutes past two, and I think we can fly right now. All right, so as I said earlier, welcome to today's live stream. All right, and Q&A session. All right, so the reason why we have these sessions on Thursdays is because we believe that during the course of the week, you might have come towards or come across some questions or come across some, you know, things that might have just given you a bit of an issue, all right, something that might have made you ask how, why exactly is this happening? Maybe you entered a trade and the trade, your stop loss got chopped up and everything like that. All right. And you're wondering why exactly will this thing come and meet me at my stop loss? So you might have different questions that you just want answers to. All right. Or you might just be needing trade ideas, right? We believe that towards the weekend, there, right? Everybody's preparing for weekend money. All right. Some people love to trade during the weekend, all right, but not the forex anyway. So prefer to trade during the weekends. All right. So for those of you that who don't trade during the weekend, that you are strictly forex traders, we believe that this is a session where you'd at least be able to, pull up on some level of profits that you can then use to enjoy yourself during the weekend. So sometimes some people trade for weekend money, just that money that you can use to flex, take yourself out, enjoy life, basically. So this is going to be a short session. This session is going to be quite short, but all the same, it's going to be power pack. It's going to be value pack. All right. So um forgive me, my pastor sense just sprinkled out small there. I said power pack. So used to that. All right, but all the same, all the same, all the same. Let's see. So quickly let's start from what exactly I'll be expecting today. Let's start from gold, XAU USD, gold, XAU USD. All right, so in the course of this session, if you have any commodity that you want us to look at together, just drop them in the chat box and we'll look at them. All right, if you have any commodity you want us to look at together, just drop them in the chat box and then we'll look at them together shortly. But let's start from gold. Let's start from gold. All right. So congratulations to those of us who felt like Trump was going to win and you were supporting Trump. I'm so happy for you. You were supporting Kamala Harris. I'm also still happy for you. All right. But I want you to know that as long as you are not necessarily, you know, a citizen of that country or planning to be a citizen of that country or a resident in that country, to speak, all right, you should be coming down. I got to realize that a lot of Nigerians were so you were so excited on the fact that Trump won. Well, understandable, we got to see the result of the US elections. I think that was on Tuesday. All right, you see this drop from around here. That Tuesday, this was Thursday. Was it this one? Sorry, it was this one, yeah. So it was around here. Yeah, we got to see that was Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah. So we got to see that beautiful, 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 fundamental, drop, all right, that came on the forex market. Now that goes to tell you one thing, that as much as you can do your, and I said this during the last market review session that we had on Sunday. All right, you can just refer to the video, the previous video, all right, on our YouTube channel. All right, I said that it is very likely that you would have done your technical analysis during the course of the week or during the course of the weekend, and you expect a certain commodity to move a certain way. But one thing you have to realize that apart from the fact that your technical analysis is one way you can look at the market, there's also sentiment analysis, all right, and fundamental analysis, right? So you have to be very, very cautious and you have to be able to know how to balance all of those, all right? When high impact news releases come out, be rest assured, all right, that they would shake the market. And one of the craziest one that we get to see, apart from NFP and CPI, that we get to see almost every month is the US election. All right, we have the fact that the US election actually tells a big deal on what exactly some people expect the US economy to, turn into. So the other fact that a lot of people were expecting that, oh, now that Trump, a billionaire, or it was also a previous, US president, or has come into power back, they expect that, oh, we should get to see a proper push, on the charts, right? We should get to see the US like gain some strength. And from a fundamental basis, strictly, we got to see that happen exactly. All right, president, to be made president, right? Trump, all right, president-elect, yeah, that's a better way to put it. All right, Trump came into the office. You got to see that the dollar got a little bit stronger. You saw commodities like gold, GBP USD, XAU USD, Euro USD. We got to see some very, very beautiful, wonderful drops off of those guys, and we got to see guys like BTC USD. They just started pumping. You understand? So, and other cryptos were even affected. So, the news wasn't something that just affected just the forex market, but also even the crypto market. All right. So the reason why I said all this story basically is because I want you to know that apart from the fact that you do your own technical analysis, also watch out for what fundamentals are saying. Also watch out for what fundamentals are saying. That's why you have websites like Forex Factory, right, that give you the news, right, tell you what exactly you have to expect from the fundamentals during the course of the week. All right. So that all that story being said, let's look at from the technical aspect now what exactly we can expect, what exactly we can watch for, and how exactly we can work based off of that. So let's start from gold, XAUUSD. Now, for me for gold, I'm seeing that price currently has broken this low. Now, let me clarify. All right, so allow me to delete this. We've seen price. Oh, sorry. We've seen price give us a proper break. This was the previous break of structure that we could see in the bullish trend. All right, on gold, and we've seen that this was a low that created that break of structure. All right, are you with me here? All right, so this was the low that created that break of structure, and we've seen that that low has been broken. It has been taken out quite well. All right, so what we should then be expecting should be for gold to still come back to somewhere around here. What I at least am expecting should be for gold to come somewhere around here to give us a good enough retest, and then I'll be watching out for more sell entries off of gold. But for the meantime, you can see that gold has broken here. All right, so some people will believe that, or some people are now tending towards the fact that, oh, gold probably has given us a change of character. All right, so because they've seen that this low has been broken. So what is my advice for you currently on gold? Very simple. I want you to look for sales, all right, but from around here, if at all you're looking for sales. I believe that for the meantime, gold will still keep on buying, all right, but if you're looking for sales at all, you can look for sales around here. Now, this is on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go down to the 15 minutes. I still want to show us something quite interesting there. I'm coming. Very good. So around 15 minutes already. So from the 15-minute time frame, very good. So we see that there's a possibility for price to just give us a sweep of this eye. Am I seeing a breakout block there? No, I'm not. All right, but very good. I've seen something a bit more concrete on 15-minute time frame that we can work with. All right, so a sweep of this eye. That's around 2678.66 or so. All right, then I can spy, a very, very interesting pivot region, which is around where we just marked out previously. So let me delete the lines, and then we can just mark out our pivot region and prepare to attack. So very good. So something like this basically is what I'm watching out for currently on gold. I think for me, all right, I usually like encapsulating the whole region, that I can use. So something like this. All right. So I'm watching out for this sell between today and tomorrow. I believe we should get this play, all right, between today and tomorrow. This will be my stop loss, just a reasonable amount above here, and my take profit could easily just be here. All right, could just use here, and that'll be a 1:3 points. Let me just make that accurate. So that's about a 1:3 trade that you can just work with off of gold. So my entry will be around 2695.55. My stop loss will be 2712.12. I'll come again. My entry 2695.55. My stop loss, sorry, let me just get the exact coordinates. My stop loss will be 2711.97. Right, stop loss 2711.97. Take profit 2643.87. 2643.87. Overall direction I'm watching out for this trade is a sell, right? So I'm watching out for a very, very, very beautifully solid sell entry right now. But I still believe that we will get to see price give us a considerable buy towards the upside for the meantime. All right, so this is what I'm watching out for on gold. All right, so when I get to see price get here, then I'm very sure we should get to very, very good rejection, or maybe even engulfing candle pattern, right, inside that zone, and then by all means you knock out 500 lot size, and everybody smiles, right? Everybody has some money to spend for the weekend. So that basically is what I am expecting on gold during the course of this weekend, or the end of the week, basically. Well, that's what I mean by weekend. So Thursday, Friday, today, and tomorrow. Right. So that's basically what I'm watching out for on gold. Let's look at GBP USD also. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So normally we do not go down to the 1 hour time frame when we have a market in these sessions, all right, because we are looking at the overall direction of the overall trend we're expecting during the course of the week. All right, but I'm going to the 1 hour time frame right now because I expect that at the very least, for these sessions we should be able to look at scalping trades, or trades that we can be able to take our TPs from in about 1 hour or so time. All right, so Let's delete this. So let me just clear my previous drawings. All right, so let's look at this together. Our price currently is in an interesting pivot region, but let's go to the 15 minutes and clarify what exactly we are seeing on GBP USD. Now, if you have not liked this video, please do well to like this video and share this video to your friends. Like I usually say, I'm very sure you have friends that will need this resource. All right, we do this for free every week, Thursday, 2 p.m. the time. All right, so let's just do well to share it abroad. All right, so let's see. I think from what I'm seeing currently on GBP USD, we still look to be bullish. Sorry, we still look to be bearish rather. We still look to be bearish of seeing that price, and this from the higher time frame, 4-hour time frame, right? We still look to be bearish. But I want to see the price give me a clear break above this. No, I didn't get to see that clear break. All right, but this looks like a very interesting point for price to want to come later on to sweep liquidity from. So this is relatively equal high liquidity that we might be seeing price to want to come and eat up. All right, so can we get a re-entry then for the buy? Because I expect that at the very least price should rise above and beyond or towards this region, right? So can we get a re-entry for the buy? Very likely, yes. Very likely, yes. So one thing I love working with when it comes to this type of situations is I love working with my support and resistance. I kid you not, and believe me when I say, right, that support and resistance is one of the very, very important things that you should learn how to use and how to enforce as forex traders. All right, it is very, very simple, yes. All right, but it is very, very little if you know how to use it. All right, so let us see. Um, let me come down to the 15 minutes time frame because, like I said, I want to look for something as basic. I will not mark out this guy on the normal day, but I am having an interest in it for some reason now. Right, so let's look at this. Okay. All right, so I think that we can watch out for. I'm going to give us two POIs here. All right, for the entries on GBP USD, I'm going to be giving us two POIs. And what would be somewhat of what you might refer to as a breakout block, and one would just be a POI based off of the recent structure. All right, and something that we're just seeing based off of what we're looking at as a pivot region. All right, so this point here, this point here would be these 2 points that I've marked out right now would be my pivot regions for buy entries of all GBP USD for buy entries. Yes, then yeah. So you can easily just watch out for what price does when we get to see price dip into here. All right, so this will be my entry one. Now note again, if you're taking any of these trades, please make sure you practice proper risk management. All right, it's about 1:5, right? So if I get to that this however fails, all right, then it's very likely that I'll be working with the second one. Even though overall I think I'm a bit more inclined to working with the second one because it is a more idealistic approach. All right, so the initial entry will give you a more aggressive approach. All right, the second entry is a more realistic for me, or sorry, a more idealistic approach, a more conservative approach. That's a better way to put it. All right, so this, bam. Very good. So the initial one is a 1:5.4 entry one. The second one is about 1:6.7. All right. So please, we should be entering this with proper risk management per your lot size or per your account size rather. All right. So my entry one for this entry is, let me give us the coordinates quickly. Entry for this is 1.29481. All right. My stop loss will be 1.29322. And my take profit will be 1.30342. All right, I'll come again quickly. Entry one, 1.12. Entry one, all right, is 1.12. Sorry, 1.29481. Stop loss 1.29322. Take profit 1.30342. That's for my first entry. All right, on GBP USD for the buy. All right, and my second entry for GBP USD for the buy will be 1.29107. Stop loss 1.28923. Take profit 1.30353. All right, so I hope that is clear for GBP USD. That's exactly what I'm watching out for. So basically, what I want to see right now is for price to possibly give us either a sweep into here, and then we get to see that we might get to see some sluggishness actually when price gets here. All right, but all this thing I'm watching out for after that sluggishness. If I can get to see a very good rejection candle or maybe an engulfing candle, then by all means, I believe that we should have that buy to play out. Alternatively, if I get to that zone gets negated, if I get to that the candle that comes in there is a very, very wicked candle. All right, so I'm just watching out for this to play out instead, right? So how that is clear for For GBP USD. Oh, that's clear for GBP USD. Let's look at Euro USD also. All right, so I'll look at Euro USD, then I'll take two more commodities. All right, and then we might very well call it a session. All right, so this is Euro USD right now. This is Euro USD right now. This was a very, very funny trade I saw during the course of the week. And if you know me by now, or if you have been joining us consistently for our previous sessions, you know that I'm a very, very big break and retest guy. I love working with base break and retest. Why? Because it's a simple thing that works well. All right, and I like simple things that work very well. I'm a very, very simple guy. That's why this is easy effects. We believe in simplicity. Very, very simple stuff, right? So basically what I got to see here was a very simple break and retest on lower time frame. Overall, I was expecting a buy when price got to this zone initially, but I got to see that the candle that came into here was a very strictly bullish, impulsive candle, a bearish impulsive candle, right? So I told myself to calm down, Oga, no rush am. So I came down to the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. So price broke, retest. So got that retest. By all means, entered with my full chest. All right, so even though my chest is not that big, all right, I'm trying my best to gym. All right, and I'm very sure that eventually it's going to be as good as it can be. And I'm going to be very, very broad and very, very thick FT. All right, so that's just a lighter note anyway. What can we be expecting on Euro USD? Something similar to GBP USD. All right, so we can see that we might then be watching out for a buy. I'm seeing a very interesting pivot region here. Yes, I'm correct. All right, so somewhere around here. For preference, I would work with this ozone. All right, I think we can just power maybe this guy up here. Right, so this is what I'm watching out for currently. Let's see, can we find a region for re-entry for this buy? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I think that was 2014 or 2016. I do not remember the exact date. That was the running campaign quotes or running campaign phrase for Obama. I think yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Many people loved that phrase. Right. I believe many people still love that phrase up till now. All right. So Euro USD, I think we can watch out for this. I'll put my entry somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Just a little bit like this. This is going to be a very aggressive trade. All right, very, very unnecessarily aggressive. And you're going to be watching out for a basic 1:2. All right, but somewhere like this, I would have loved to give you something a bit more streamlined. But I think we can work with this. All right, in 1:2. Very, 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 very short aggressive scalp on Euro USD. All right, so entry will be, so like if you're going to be taking this, by all means I would advise that you should be very, very cautious and you should practice proper risk management. This is one of the more risky trades I think I've given today, or rather this is one of the riskiest trade I've given today. But entry is around 1.07696, stop loss 1.07449, take profit 1.08232. Entry 1.07696, stop loss 1.07449, take profit 1.08232. 1:2. Quick scalp on your USD. I just need to see a pullback into this region, and then we'll be watching out for that. All right, I can give you a more conservative entry, but I am watching. I'm very, very watchful rather, because it is looking likely that price might eventually get to shank us on that conservative entry. All right, and I don't want us to be shanked on the conservative entry. All right, but as the next person that I am, let's just have it down. Let's just have it down. This would be the more conservative entry. I think with this, you should be able to raise up a 1:3 or 1:4, if not more. All right, so 1:3. Let's this 1.39. So let me just approximate it in my head. About it's even 1:4. So 1:4. Trade. Right. So this would be a more conservative trade entry. All right, for you on Euro USD, your entry will be around 1.07603. Entry 1.07603. Stop loss 1.07447. 1.07447. And your take profit 1.08228. 1.08228. So as you can see, this is a 1:4. So I've given you a possibility for a 1:2 entry and a 1:4 entry. So if you're an aggressive trader, you can go for the first one. If you're a more conservative trader, I would advise that you should work with the second one. All right, but that basically is what I'm watching out for currently on on Euro USD. Sorry, I think my throat is dry. All right, so welcome into the Harmattan season, everyone. And I think my body's telling me that, oh yeah, in the Harmattan season, so that type of thing. So let's look at it. Let's look at one more or two more commodities before we call it a session. So we've done gold, we've done EU, we've done GBP USD. Let's see, which guy should we do next? Which guy? If you have any commodity, all right, let me just throw it out. So I've already treated three commodities basically: gold, EU, and GU. So if you have any commodity you want us to look at, just drop it in the chat box and let me see it quickly. Any commodity you want us to look at, just drop it in the chat box and let's attack it. Lazy programmer, US oil. I've noticed that you like the US oil a lot. All right, so let's look at US oil together. Let's look at US oil together. Let's look at US oil together. Let us look at US oil together. Very good. So I think personally for me, so you realize I'm quite a conservative trader. All right. So even though overall my bias was for a buy, and I think this was about two market review sessions ago, I give the buy from this trend line point and I also give the buy from this exact zone. And we're going to see that buy from that zone was good. All right. Was for the I think last week I don't trade oil. All right, usually, but I think for from the last market review session, I was expecting that at least we should get to see a pullback. All right, but we didn't get to see that pullback. So I think I can delete this guy now. All right, and we can watch towards current price action for our entry. So we're saying that overall it looks like this guy is still looking bullish. All right, he still wants to rise a little bit more. And I'll be very, very cautious. I'll be very, very interested in this buy because this is a point of liquidity here. All right, this just gets to tell me that price has failed to break above here, giving us relative equal highs. So you can see that we have about 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that point, which tells me that price. Yes. You're very correct. My analysis was actually quite spot on. We thank God, once in a while, when we do analysis, God will sprinkle his goodness on your analysis. So it's not a good analysis. You understand? All right, but basically, yeah, all right. One thing that we strive to do is that we get to look at the markets, we get to look at the charts, and we get to accurately analyze where we expect the market to come to, and then we can knock out 500 lot size. All right, so basically that basically is just what we do here. All right, and I can see currently, like I said earlier, we have this point for liquidity here. These are around 72.25 on my chart. All right, it should be the same, or maybe the value might just divide it to be based off of your broker. But what I can then be watching out for should be a re-entry for a buy. All right, and I'm hoping that we have actually not missed that re-entry because I'm seeing, yes, I'm seeing that this looks like that re-entry that we might have been waiting for. All right, but let's still watch out. Let's still see. Can we see anything in the 1 hour time frame to work with? Not really. Not really. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Let's go to the 30. All right, so one thing that I want you to know before I just go on is that usually when you get to equal eyes, what you should be looking out for on the chart is two things. Now, equal eyes can actually be signifying, something like a double top or a double bottom, or so equal eyes can be signifying a double top or a triple top. Right, equal eyes not is equal those that will give you a double bottom. Let me explain what I mean. So imagine you have something like this, right? This is a double top. All right, so there's a double top, pattern. All right, so if you just have a third one, that will give you a triple top, right? So if you see equal eyes, what usually happens is that after the equal eyes have been created, right, you might just get that eventually though you will get price. Come here, collect liquidity from those equal eyes, because at that point in time they have equal eyes, what it just means basically is that at that level there have been multiple orders to push price towards the downside. So multiple orders for sales, right? And price will know that, oh, there is money waiting here, and price and just the market is just basically looking for where money is sitting, right? So it wants to come towards that region and have its feel, right? So on this guy, I'm not really seeing so much. All right, and I want to be fairly aggressive, fairly, not too aggressive, don't mind me, fairly aggressive. All right, so plotting my Fibonacci retracement, I can see that price has come into one of our key zones, the 61.8, the golden ratio zone, right? And it looks like price might still, let me see, it looks like price might still come a bit lower, broke above this. I have to go to the lower time frame for what I'm kind of envisioning here. All right. This will not give me exactly what I'm expecting, but let's work with this low. Let's work with this low. Let's see if we can find a very interesting guy around here. No, not really. All right, but I'm just going to work with this. All right, I'm just going to work with my fib on this, and I think this zone should be correct if I check. All right, plotting my fib. Yes, actually, beautiful, very good. So this falls in the region that I would usually be watching out for plotting my fib. Let me just draw this out here so we can pull it towards the downside. And yeah, this is what I'm watching out for currently on US oil. So it's very likely that this will become our engineered liquidity. All right, this will become our engineered liquidity. So what I'm watching out for is simple, then price dropping a little bit. Then we should be able to get our buy entry on this. My buy entry will be from here. So this is more conservative. All right, so I'm not going to be so aggressive on this. This is going to be more conservative for me. Currently on US oil, my stop loss can just be maybe a little bit below this previous low here. Your take profit, sorry, your take profit can be as far as your eyes can see. All right, but we can easily just aim for a 1:3, 1:5. All right, sort of TP. Let me go back to the 30. I said TP, please, not TP. All right, please, let's not go and be here what I'm not saying. All right, so let's use this high as our final TP. So this is a very simple 1:3 trade. All right, so based off of this, your TP1 can be, yeah, this can be your TP1. Sorry. All right, this can be your TP1. Your TP1, your entry. Let me just come again for everything. Sorry. Let me just make sure everything is drawn to perfection, and then I'll give you your entry, take profit 1, and final TP. Basically, I just have two TPs to give for this. So this is about 1:3 on the dot. Entry is 70.40, 70.40. Your stop loss is 69.67, 69.67. Your take profit is 72. Your final TP anyway is 72.60. So for me, my TP1 on this would be 71.55. TP2 will be 72.60. All right, TP1 71.55. Yes, TP2 72.60. All right, so I hope that is clear, the lazy programmer. All right, I hope that it's clear. All right, so let me come again. What is the entry price for the US oil? I just gave it. Let me just give it again. Entry price is 70.40. The buy, I'll be looking for my buys from 70.40, 70.40. All right, so how that is clear, the lazy programmer for US oil. With these few words of mine, all right, I believe that we can then buy stop or what? Buy stop or buy limit. You can set a buy limit for this. You can set a buy limit for that on US oil. All right, but just make sure you're practicing proper risk management on that trade. All right, you can set a buy limit for that if you're not going to be able to monitor the trade. All right, so you can just watch out for that. I'm very, very cautious of this because this guy is actually making me feel like it might not necessarily get here. I might decide to buy, but all the same, I believe that this point would become our engineered liquidity. All right, and then we get to see that buy, that drop before the buy. So that's what I'm watching out for currently on US oil. With these viewers of mine, I believe that we can come to the end of today's session. Not that we have come, but we can come to the end of today's session. All right, so thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for today's stream. Please do make sure that you leave a like on this video before you leave here. Please do make sure you leave a like on this video. If you do not like this video, I will find you. I promise you, I will find your house address and I will find you. I know that you're on this call right now. All right, but please do leave a like. Share this video to your friends, like we said earlier, and let's just have a wonderful rest of the week. All right, so by all means, do take care of yourselves and bye. Thank you very much and God bless.